I'm here today to talk to you about commitment, why I am committed to supporting this church, and why I hope you will also be committed. I come before you a bruised and broken human being. I come before you not a believer. I'm a lapsed Catholic. I loved the history of Jesus' birth, death, and resurrection, and I believed that Jesus had the right idea about pretty much everything. I believe if more people would seek to do as he did while he was here, we'd be in a lot better shape. But do I believe that Jesus is the Son of God, born of a virgin? Well, I have no idea. I don't disbelieve it, but I don't disbelieve the notion that Jesus was a time traveler or a space alien or a lunatic with a supercharged personality. But divine? If I'm going to be honest with you all, I don't read the Bible. I'm a pretty big skeptic about most of what's in there. So I'm a seeker, yes, but I'm also a cynic, and I'm recently full of a lot more pessimism than optimism. But in my dark hours, the hand of this church is always reaching out to me, and all I ever need to do is grasp it. I came to this church through John Koziol, originally as one of his many musical collaborators hired to perform for New Crossings, as well as summer concerts and special events. I became a member of the church after sitting and listening as the pastor spoke and hearing a consistent message of hope, inclusion, and an appeal to our inner better angels to try to live more closely in alignment with the teachings of Jesus Christ as the foundation for our lives. Now let me say again, I am not a believer. But I do believe in the mission of this church, to feed the hungers of life. And I hunger. I thirst for hope in a very sad and broken world. As I said, I am broken. I'm a drunk. I'm an addict. I have mental health issues that at times impact my ability to live a normal life. I am wounded. I'm traumatized. I'm grieving. I have felt a need for refuge from the storms of life, and I've needed rescue from my own dark heart. But this place, this community, is where I can come to find hope, purpose. Whether I believe it or not, I'm welcome here. There's a place for me. The things that I care about, racism, hunger, disparities in educational opportunities, homelessness, women's issues, support for the LGBTQIA community, all of these and more are challenges that this church community takes on with determination. Here we can meet in a group to discuss ways to disrupt racism. We can gather to make sandwiches for people in our community who don't get enough to eat. We can help build houses for folks who never had a home of their own. When my mom, Rita, was diagnosed with terminal cancer and went into home hospice, this church community reached out in support and in prayer. When she passed, the Befrienders group connected with me with books on grieving and emails checking in on me. For a full year, I felt the prayerful support as I grieved. When I got sick with a mental health crisis last spring, the prayers of my pastors and the prayer team here helped sustain me through the worst of it. And so it's important for me to contribute to this church because it has and it continues to provide spiritual nourishment when I need it the most. My regular musical performances here are a part of my tithe since officially joining the church in 2020. I've been singing for my supper for many, many years, but here I can contribute my time and talent to a community that supports music and art as a way of expressing faith and of enhancing the message that our pastors speak to. I am so grateful for the opportunity to work with John and the music ministry to research and select songs for our services. I'm so thankful that I get to sing with my son Jay and his dad Pete, that I get to express my own wounded and struggling spirituality through music, and that you find folks appreciate it and get it. And I want to thank all of you who have made specific contributions toward the music ministry here, as it is truly unique. If you are receiving, like I do, nourishment from the hungers of life from this church, then I humbly ask you to consider a pledge of financial support so that we can continue to grow and help others find comfort, purpose, and hope. Thank you.